Hello everyone. It's Shelly Kalick. I am a Couture Master Mentor Independent Designer, and I want to welcome you to my live this morning. Say hello as you pop on. Can't wait to share this with you today. So exciting, so exciting. Say hi. I see a Heather. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you this morning. We're going to work on a Halloween decoration today. As I explain to you what Couture is. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello. I'm going to give it a couple minutes for everyone to pop on, but I'm Shelly Kalick, and I'm happy to be here. Hopefully everyone's having a great Sunday morning and a good weekend. Oops, I got out of my video. All right, we're just gonna give it, let's see, it's 11:05. I will give it another minute and then we'll just get started. All right, let's see. All right, I am just typing in a few things. Good morning to everybody. All right, we are going to just go ahead and get started, but if you've heard of Couture, if you wouldn't mind commenting CC. If you've actually tried it, then comment tried. And if you would like more information about it, then comment info and I will get that information to you. But today we're going to work on our brand new door tags. We just had a new product release on July 15th. So many new surfaces. We got a whole, I think they said about 100 new transfers. And I'll explain to you what that is. We've gotten a couple new tools. And I am just really excited about the company. I have been with Couture since November of 2017. And in the beginning, I had also joined another company, so I was working 3 companies at that time. And so I didn't really put a whole lot of effort into it. And then came the new year, 2018, and I really started showing more and more interest in it and really started working my business. So here we are a couple years later, 2.5 years later after that, and I'm having a great time. I'm earning commissions that I can spend either to reinvest in my company or I can spend on fun things or do things around the house. So it is a great opportunity. A lot of us Couture designers will say we were blessed by chalk, and that is truly what has happened. Everyone is very much blessed with chalk. By chalk, they are such a generous company. It's crazy what they do for us designers. So let's just get started. Make sure you guys say hi. I want to know who's here and who I'm talking to, so go ahead and say hi. I guess we can't really share because it's a private video, but I guess if you still want to, you can. I see Courtney, and I see, and excuse me, I have to put my glasses on. Marissa. Good morning, ladies. Let's just get started. So this is one of our new surfaces. This is a 9x12 double-sided door tag. Door tags, you guys, are all the rage. Everybody wants one. Everyone makes their own. A lot of people will cut their own, but now there is no need to do that. And everything, the transfers and the door tags that I'm using today, I have links in the video description. So if you want to go check those out sometime today, you can do that. So let's go ahead and take off the wrapper. Now I just want to make a special note. Some of our surfaces, such as the door tags or other wooden surfaces like this, do you guys do that too? You pat the head, you pat the chest looking for your glasses. This says to fuzz your transfer really well, and I'll explain that. Wax before using, and I'll explain that, and it's a one-time use. So we'll go over all that. Let's go ahead and get that put away. Let's open our second one. You could do just one door tag, but a lot of people will do two, and they kind of spread them and offset them, which is a cool look. These are great if you want to put them in a nice big wreath on your front door. That works too if you're a wreath maker. All right. Okay, so these surfaces say they are a one-time use. It is a wood surface, and when you rub your hands on it, there's really not any grooves or little nooks and crannies on them, but they suggest you wax them. One reason is if you were to make a little mistake, it will wipe off quite easily if you tend to it quickly. Some of our paste, some of the colors stain just like anything else. A black would stain more than a yellow or a pink. So some colors do stain, and the longer you let it sit, of course, the longer it's going to get into the wood grain. So the wax acts as a barrier between your paste and your surface. It does still adhere to it, the paste, but your chances of getting it off are easier. It also helps that your transfer won't stick directly to your wood surfaces. Some wood surfaces, not like ours, but others are very porous, and if you put our transfer on that, you could really shred your transfer. So it just acts as that nice barrier. In my experience, I do not like to wax. I will just fuzz my transfer really, really well, and I have pretty good success with that. So let's move on. These are the transfers we're going to use. So I am going to do this Happy Halloween on one of the boards. And then on the other board, we'll pick a portion of this design and chalk that on our other door tag. All right, so let's just get started with the one side. Let me put one of these to the side. This is a B-size transfer, meaning it's a 9x12. And it runs $14.99 retail. I'm going to put my packaging aside because I put everything back in my packaging. And I'm going to mark the back side so I know what side not to put my transfer back on. This is kind of like a stencil that you would make out of cricket vinyl or another vinyl, except ours are reusable. And it has a silk screen mesh in it, which is what allows the paste to go through the design onto your surface. You can take it off, wash it off, and reuse it again. So these are reusable, unlike your cut vinyl, which is a one and done use. Okay, so I like to write on the back side. I'm going to write Happy Halloween. Oops. Pumpkin. That way I know not to put it on this side. This is our matte dull side, and it would really, really stick to this side. The other side is slippery and shiny. It's a glossy finish. so that the transfer sticks to it, but not to the point where it would rip it apart. Okay, so now we're going to separate it. I usually take a finger and I just rub it against the edge. I never use my fingernail because that will destroy your backer sheet. Okay, and we're going to take this off. And again, I'm gonna lay it up, sticky side up, but I'm gonna put my backer sheet aside, and you can see how shiny that is. See how glossy? And then this side is very matte and dull. Okay, this is our fuzzing cloth. And you can use a towel as well. You can use a t-shirt, whatever you like, but you want to take some of that tackiness away. In some cases, you really want to fuzz it like we're going to do so that it doesn't rip up off of our board. So I'm going to rub it against the terry cloth side, and then we're going to pull it up. And then I kind of move it around, just picking up tiny bits of lint, and it just softens the adhesive so it's not so sticky. Some transfers come very, very sticky. Others are just right. Hi, Danielle. Good morning. All right, so we're just fuzzing this to take off the stickiness a little bit here. And then I'll set my cloth aside. Now, let me just show you what I was talking about. So when I do my door tags, okay, one will be on top and one will be on the bottom. The bottom one will be my pattern. This one will actually have the pumpkin on it. So I don't think I want to lay it sideways. I wasn't planning on doing that. I really was planning on doing it like this, okay? But I see that part of my pattern goes off. So I'm just going to chalk the pumpkin, and then I'll come back and we'll kind of just shift it sideways and do that so that we can get that frame on there too. All right, so let's put this one back and we'll start on our pumpkin. So I'm actually going to center it, and I'm going to center it from here to here. Again, this will be on the top. All right, and then I am just going to smooth down from the center out. And I want it to adhere really well to my board because I don't want any bumps or bubbles. I don't want to chance the paste going underneath anything and running. Sometimes you'll get little lint bubbles there, so I'll get that piece of lint out of there so we have no bumps. Come on, you. Okay. And you'll be able to feel if you have any pieces, parts. Here's another one. All of our transfers and paste and ink products are water soluble, so they clean up strictly with water. You can use Lysol or Clorox disinfecting wipes or just an off-brand disinfecting wipe. All right, I am going to use our orange peel. That is our orange. We also used to have, or well, I guess we still do, it's papaya. So I could make this a dark pumpkin, or I could make this a really bright orange pumpkin. Maybe I'll do the papaya. I think that'll look better with the other side that I plan on doing. So let's go ahead and get that out. Now I'm going to use one of these tools. I'm using is the multi-tool. It has like this little hook on the end, and then it has this flatter squeegee on the other end. And I like the hook part because just like a, spatula, you can really get into the nitty-gritty of your jar and stir it up. So I'm going to stir it up. You should stir it really well every time you want to use it. And I like it to be a sour cream consistency. If you like it's kind of like a powdered sugar icing consistency, that might be a little thin. But this is a little thick, so I'm going to add some water to it. And all I'm doing is adding bottled water. You can use distilled water or filtered water. Just don't use tap water. And I always make a mess. Always. Oh, and I ran out of wipes. Let's see. Oh, and there's no wipes in that one. Where are my wipes? Hold on, I gotta get my wipes. Uh-oh. All right, my wipes have been misplaced, so give me a moment, you guys. Need to find those. All right. Goodness, sorry about that. All right. So I do like to use wipes. And I am going to try to lift that orange up so that it does not stain my door tag. Okay. Whew, that was a close one. Let's get a paper towel. And I am just going to rub this dry. All right. There we go. All right, so we are only going to do the pumpkin with this color. So let's go ahead. I'm going to stir it off to the side till I can get that nice consistency. I like it to drizzle off of my multi-tool. Not plop off, but a nice drizzle. And this is a small squeegee. So I put it into my paste and I get a decent amount, and I'm just going to rub it anywhere I see this white pumpkin design. I'm going to try really hard not to hit these areas because we're going to move that around. Okay, so I just start applying, and I could tape that off if I was very unsure about myself, if I didn't think I could not avoid those areas. You can use a washi tape, you can use painter's tape. I am just going to be super duper careful here and try to avoid it as best I can. Okay. But I'm using a decent pressure and I'm pulling the paste over the silk screen mesh. Okay, wherever I see that white pumpkin design, I am spreading it across. All right. You're getting so close to being done here. All right. I'm just going to go over where I see some excess here. I just have a little bit over here I need to fill in. There we go. All right, I think I've got the entire design covered. I think I have pretty much all the lines out and all the excess taken off. And now I'm going to grab it from the top and we're going to pull straight down. And you see that it leaves the design back on our board. Okay, and I am just going to set this next to me because we still need to do the border on that. And my nose is itchy. What does that mean? I know when you're, what is it? You're going to kiss a fool? Because when your hand itches, you're going to come into money, right? Isn't that what they say? All right, let's go ahead and dry this. So I'm just going to take a heat tool or an heat embellishment tool. A lot of paper crafters will use this. And we're just going to blow it dry. Doesn't take long at all. All right, and I see where it went through before when I dripped, so I'm just going to try to wipe that off a little bit. Okay, I think I got it. Let's dry my board here. All right, so now we want to put this back on, and we're going to try to go around the edges. So we'll work on the bottom and then we'll move it. And what I might do is, you can use your backer sheet. We do have these, you can buy these individually in a pack of 10, which is kind of nice. But I'm just going to kind of cover where I've chalked already so that I don't spread anything, just in case it got on the back side. It didn't, but just in case, and I don't see it, I'm going to go ahead and move this to the left. And I'm just going to line it up with our board, the corner of the board and the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to press down. I will lift this a little bit here. I'm just going to protect the pumpkin that I already chalked. All right. And then I am going to come in with our pesto. It's a nice warm dark green. And I've been using this almost on a daily basis, so I know that's a good consistency. I'm going to go and take one of our little cut up squeegees. So we used to have ones that went sideways, and I used to cut them up. So I'm just going to give it a little stir with my squeegee here. Make sure it's still the consistency I like. Yep, drizzling right off. And then there's some like little stars design in here. I'm not going to go ahead and do those. I'm just going to do the leafy part. So we're just going to go over that design. Okay, applying decent pressure. Just covering anywhere I see that white popping through, which is my silkscreen mesh, which is the actual design. I'm going to go over again, smooth out any lines, get out any excess. Okay. This is very easy, you guys. Not difficult at all. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove that. Ooh, look how pretty that is. I'm going to bring you guys in a little closer so you can see. Make sure that didn't get on there. Very pretty. Let's get this dried. All right, now we're going to concentrate on this side, so I will move this over. And we will line it up on the right side. Let's see. I always run out of room, you guys. I never have enough room. Never ever. Let's just put that there for a moment. Let's get this lined up and then we'll protect some things here. All right, and looks like we're going to have a tiny bit of overlap, but I'm all right with that. Okay, cover that up there. All right, smooth it down, make sure there's no air bubbles. Let's grab our squeegee again. And again, we're just going to do this portion. And all I'm doing is spreading it over the silkscreen mesh. Really what you're doing is you're just dragging the paste in a very thin layer across that silkscreen mesh. It falls through the mesh onto your piece. You can do this on glass, you can do this on mirrors, you can do it on wood, you can do it on chalkboards. The sky is the limit with what you can do with these products. All right, excess is all off. Let's go ahead and peel this side. So pretty, and I love how the pattern meets right here in the middle. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and put that aside. I'm gonna just hang my transfer next to me while I clean up my Okay, so you've tried it, Cheryl. Oh, of course you have. I didn't see the name. I had to squint. Yes, this is so fun. All right, now we will turn it and we will do the top side. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. It's probably cold. Yep, it's cold. I do not do cold coffee, guys. It just takes me all day to drink my coffee. All right, so I'm going to pretend, pretty much pretend that this is cut off here. So my border is going to go right here. So I'm going to come in and line that corner up. It keeps slipping out of my fingers here. It's just enough sticky that it still sticks to my finger here. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna rub that down, make sure it's adhered real well. Let's go ahead and protect most of that pumpkin that we did. I'm gonna get my squeegee again. And I'm gonna check our time. It's 11:30. Okay, I have till noon, so let's hope we can get this finished. If not, I can always post a finished picture. All right. Couture has all kinds of fun ways you can enjoy their products. We have Try Me kits, which they range about $19 to $21. It depends on which one you pick and what surface it comes with. So just little kits that you'll get a little mini squeegee, you get some little mini paste packets, you get a little A-size transfer, which is 5x7, and then a board to put it on. So if anyone is interested in a Try Me kit, before you want to fully commit to playing with it, go ahead and comment Try Me, and I can point you in the right direction. Let's get this dried. They also have something called Club Couture, which is a monthly subscription. You would get a B-size transfer like the one I'm using, 3 paste single packets, and then when you first subscribe, you have the option of signing up for an additional Kickstart kit, which is more surfaces to enjoy and paste on or chalk on. All right, let's line this side up and then we'll be done with this door tag. So if anybody would like to try the club, your first subscription, you are committed to 3 months. And then after 3 months, if you decide this isn't for you, then you can go ahead and unsubscribe. However, with the holidays coming up, they are going to be on trend, on spot. I can't wait to see what they come out with, because they are going to be all holiday themed. If I was a betting woman, they are all going to be holiday themed. All right, and I am trying to line this up here. All right. There we go. Let's go ahead and rub that down. We're almost done. Almost there, guys. Let's pick up some paste. Again, I'm avoiding those little triangle areas there. There we go. Let's get that excess off, and now we'll go over it a couple times here. Make sure I a lighter touch will smooth out any lines you may have. If you left like a little ridge of color there, that will smooth that out. All right, let's go ahead and take that off. So pretty. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a water bath that's next to me, sticky side up, okay, so that the actual side that I did the chalk on will hit the water. And that just keeps it moist on my transfer until I can clean it. And let's get that dried up. So pretty. All right, I'm going to back you guys out so I can show you that whole tag. What do you think of that, you guys? And what I'll end up doing too is when I connect the two, I'm going to put a pretty bow through the two holes to tie it all in. Do you guys like that? I really like that myself. All right, let's go do the second side. So we're going to bring over our other door tag. We'll probably use that green again. And what I'm going to do is a hot mess technique on this one. And we'll use the two colors that we've already used. Let me give it a good stir again, make sure it's the right consistency. Give it another squirt. Very good. Let's get that one stirred since I added a little squirt here. All right. Now we're going to get our leaves pattern. So this is, what is it called? This is called Forest Leaves Pattern. And we're going to just pick out an area where we think would be good. I'll probably concentrate on this area up here. So let's go ahead and get it out of our package. This is a D size transfer. This one runs $29.99 retail. If you are a Chalk Couture designer like myself, we get a super duper discount right off the bat. So if you're interested in learning more about that, let me know. All right, so we're going to use this section here. So I am going to go ahead. I'm not going to take it off the backer sheet. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to peel it back. And these bigger ones are a little trickier. Okay, I'm going to peel it back and I'm going to fuzz it while it's still here on my backer sheet. All right, we're just going to try to dull some of that up here. You want to use the terry cloth side. The other side is microfiber, which is nice and soft. That's good for buffing if you do wax something. It's good for buffing the surface. It's good for drying a board after you've washed it. Okay. That seemed to come off pretty well. So I'm going to take my board and I am going to place it on the backer sheet. Okay, you can't really see it because they're white. And I am just going to cover this completely up. Now let's see, we need to bring it in a little more just because there's the edge around the transfer there. All right, and I'm just going to make sure that's flattened down and adhered real nice. So right here you see, hopefully you can see there is a little bit of a lip there, so I know the entire transfer is covering it. Got a little air bubble, smooth that out. This is going to be so pretty, you guys, so pretty. All right, hot mess technique. I just put paste wherever I want to, no rhyme or reason. I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to essentially finger paint. Okay, so this is a fun thing to do with your kids if your kids like to get messy. This allows them to do that. All right, so I'm just going to take my paste and I just like to go wherever I feel like it. And because we're going to be mixing pastes, colors, you don't want to put anything back in the original jar that it comes from because that would really mess up your paints and you don't want it paste and you don't want to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and get that squeegee. And I'm just going to dot that all around, trying to avoid hitting the papaya color because I keep digging into my green paste here, my pesto. All right, let's see, hopefully that's enough. Let's put that excess back. All right, let's move that lid here. Okay, now what I like to do is I'd like to spritz my finger just a little bit off the side, just to kind of give it a shine. It's not dripping wet. And I am just going to start and I am going to just move around. Make sure I have all of that silk screen mesh areas covered with paste. Okay, sometimes I will just kind of tap it to spread it. And sometimes I just swirl. Sometimes when you swirl, you can make new colors, of course, because you're mixing two colors. Right, and I'm gonna grab some more green, I think. Let's see, let's start down here again. Spreading it as I go, trying to cover all of that silkscreen mesh. You can always add some if you need to, which I might need to. And then what we'll do is we'll take a clean squeegee and squeegee off the excess. And I think I'm going to get some green here. Down to the nitty-gritty of my jar here. All right, let's get the edges here. All right, this is a pretty big board. So bear with me here. Let's get this guy covered. All right, thought I saw a hair here somewhere. There we go. Let's get that out of there. This is going to be so cool, you guys. Once I reveal it, it's the neatest thing ever. All right, we're almost there. So close. Ah. All right, I think I have all of the white silkscreen areas covered. I'm going to try to wipe myself quickly here. You do make a mess of yourself, that's for sure. But sometimes that's okay, right? All right, we're just going to go ahead and take our squeegee that we used for the other board, and oops, here's a spot I missed. All right, we are just going to go down the board, applying pressure, and I'm just going to put my excess in this cloth here because we cannot put that back in any of our jars. That would not be good. All right, so I am just applying pressure. Going down the board, let's go down this edge. Go down this little strip here, and I should be okay. Let me just make sure I've gotten all the edges. Kind of smooth out a couple lines. All right. Let's go ahead and put that in the garbage. And then I'm going to peel up my transfer. Hold that down with a clean finger. My gosh, you guys, this looks beautiful. So gorgeous. Wow, we cannot wait to hang this on my front door. Wow. All right, let me move this real quick. Try not to touch it with my dirty fingers. I am going to move this out of the way. Wowee, you guys, look at that. What do you think of that? It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Let me wipe myself up here. Do tend to make a mess. It's not alive unless I get myself full of chalk paste. Right? What's the fun in that? Not getting messy. All right, one more wipe and then we will let this dry, or we'll get it dry with our heat tool. You guys, that's going to look so pretty. So, so pretty. All right, let's get it dried up. This was called the hot mess technique. You just mix colors together. And this orange and green kind of made some brown spots, which is pretty cool. so pretty. So I haven't posted it yet, but if you go to my business page, you will see that I will post a mystery hostess event. And that is anybody who places an order in the month of August will get thrown into a pot to be a mystery hostess. And you get some really good, fun, happy mail. And some products that you can play with. But this is it, guys. So this will go like this. I will attach it with like a double foam. And then we'll put a pretty bow up here, and then I am set for fall and for Halloween. I can hang this proudly on my front door. So does anybody have any questions at all? This is, boy, I am really happy with how this turned out. This is so pretty. So pretty. I go ahead and I'll put my squeegee in the water. Like I said, all of our products are water soluble, so they clean up with water. Very easy and simple. So we are about 46 minutes in, 47. For the first probably 5 or 10, we talked for a few minutes. So I literally did this in a half hour, 40 minutes. And then once you get really going, you can crank these out for gifts. Especially at Christmas time. It'll be so fun to make Christmas door tags. So you can really get going with these. They, like I said, they are reusable. So once I wash that, they will be good to go for the next time. Every time you go to use a transfer, whether it's brand new or after you've washed it and stored it, you want to refuzz it every time, so make sure to do that. I'm going to show you how I wash my transfer, and then I will need to sign off. I have 9 minutes, so let's go ahead and put these aside without them getting dirty or scratched. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to kind of move my transfer around in the water, make sure it's good and wet. Okay, I'm going to grab it out of my water bath, let it drip off some so I'm not dripping all over the place. There we go. And I'm just going to lay it right on my work mat here. This is one of our products, the work mat. Greatest invention ever. It wipes clean, but our transfers do not stick to it, nor will stickers if you're like a paper crafter. It is self-healing, so you can cut into it if you like to sew or make quilts. All right, and I'm just going to take my wipe here, and I'm going to gently go over. All right, and wipe it up. I'll remove this and wipe my mat up. I'm going to turn it over, so sticky side up, and we're going to wipe it down again. And what this does is it gets all those little lint balls off. It makes sure you get all of that chalk paste out of the silkscreen mesh. Oops. I'm going to grab another clean wipe here. And again, I could go ahead and spray this with water. And this jar, or this spray mist bottle is just about empty. I have another one way over there. But you can wipe it with water and a paper towel. I'm just going to wipe that down. I wipe my surface and I flip it again. Now you'll notice there is a little bit of, you can see that I've used green. Okay, and I'll show you how to get rid of that. That is called ghosting, and it could happen on a board too. So we have, this is a regular circle. These are what we call our board erasers. Okay, and I like to cut mine in half just because it's easier for my hands to use a half. And I can put that in my water bath, get it wet, squeeze it out. You just want to get it damp. And I can go over my design. And it takes that leftover residue off. So you see it's on my board eraser. Will you get it 100% off? Sometimes. But it does not affect the transfer at all. It doesn't change how the way it acts. But you can just go lightly over it. Okay. Let's go ahead and wipe that down. Flip it. And I can go on this side too if I want. Let me go ahead and squeeze that out. It squeezes mostly out, so it doesn't really leave a whole lot of residue in your actual board eraser either. I'm just gonna make sure it's all clean. Wipe up my space here. And then what I'll do is I will lay it sticky side up for a few minutes, let it air dry a bit, and then I'll apply it back to my backer sheet. Remember, we saved our backer sheet. So I'll reattach it to that, put it back in my packaging, and it'll be all set to go for the next time. And there will be a next time because these are so fun to make. Great for craft events or vendor events if you guys are vendors and like to sell finished products. The possibilities are endless. You can do so much with these transfers. You can ink using our ink, so you can make t-shirts. You could ink on drinking glasses. You can etch with etching cream through our transfers, and it doesn't harm the transfer whatsoever. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for joining. So you can really do anything at all with these. People are putting these on their refrigerators, on their stoves. They're just putting it everywhere. Walls, mirrors, your windows. The possibilities are endless. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. And I'm probably running out of time, so I don't want to post on top of somebody. But if you go back to the description of the video, there is a link to the products we used today and a couple links to my VIP group. And I will post probably one link just to get you to all of my social media links where you can find me. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I will be back with yet another product. Bye for now. Bye.